I'm Barbara. Welcome to the Flame and Fiber Podcast CoronaVlog of Tuesday, January 4th. It was so easy to know what the day of the month was during Advent. It's not easy anymore. So yesterday was a fairly uneventful day. I don't know what got into me. I cleaned the bathroom. Other than that, I just knit. My glasses are so crooked. I wonder if that means my ears are crooked. Could be. That would be a strange thing to discover at my age. You would have thought I would have been more aware of it. But it's probably glasses. But I didn't wear glasses my whole life. I only wear glasses since I'm 40. You know how that is. I had very good eyesight. And I have excellent long distance sight. I had really spectacular long distance sight. In my younger days, Dennis used to laugh because I would be able to read a sign when he couldn't see the sign yet. On the road, you know, that kind of stuff. Like I could look across the entire concourse of the, you know, giant airport, whatever, and read the little departure sign, and he'd be like, he used to brag about me. Doesn't anymore. I still have good distance vision, but it's not spectacular. I got a Christmas present yesterday from the lovely Pat in Maryland. I am so blown away. She sent me a lovely card with a wonderful note. And she sent me socks. Aren't these beautiful? Oh, I couldn't believe it. And they fit me perfectly. I don't know how she did that. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh my gosh. I tried one on, but I didn't wear them. I wanted you to see them. Aren't these beautiful? She didn't say, oh, making me cough. Didn't say what the pattern was. But aren't they gorgeous? Thank you so much, Pat. That is so sweet. My first new pair of socks in 2 years. My drawer's going to be so excited. Well, I'm going to wear them tomorrow. But I didn't want to wear them today. I wanted to show you guys. Thank you, my dear. That was so kind. What a sweet, thoughtful gift. Oh, and I love the yarn. Feels soft but sturdy, you know. And the color I love too. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So that was a nice surprise. See, if I had that app, I wouldn't have been surprised. That app like Danielle has. But for me, it was a surprise. It was a lovely, lovely surprise. Yeah, right? Right? It was a surprise, yeah. And Maisie's back on the bed. Pearl just came in to whine. Excuse me. I don't know why. My nose is running. I'm coughing. I'm not sick. I know it would be really hard to tell that if I didn't tell you. I do think I have a sinus thing happening. I don't know why. I don't know why I have a sinus thing happening. I know why. I think I do. So yesterday I did my collar like I said I was going to. And then I read a book. I thought, do I want to start on the sleeves? No, I don't. So I read a book instead. I read an Ursula Le Guin. Ursula Le Guin is a very old time science fantasy writer from the 60s. And I read the first book of her Earthsea series. I had never read it. There's my collar. So here's the whole sweater. And here's the collar. Now, this collar, I'm sorry, is a little weird. So it overlaps. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you. It overlaps. So the first few rows were tricky because of that overlap, but then it got a lot easier. And you can see there are buttonholes on this side. So the buttons would be in the back piece, which makes sense, and then the buttonholes. But it's designed to fold over. So when you wear it folded over, you don't see the buttons. You just see the back of the thing. But when you look at her picture, you see the buttons and the buttonholes. Now, when I look at her picture, the buttonholes are on the back. The back piece. So apparently I put the buttonholes on the wrong piece. And I overlapped it incorrectly, although I don't know how I did that. Well, I mean, obviously I could do it easily. Anyway, the buttons and the buttonholes are not going to go like the picture. The explanation for the buttonhole, for putting the button didn't make sense to me either. Attach buttons opposite the yarn over buttonholes on collar. I attached decorative buttons on the visible side and flat back buttons on the other side, wrong side. So the decorative buttons show whether the collar is buttoned or not. All right, so that means that I put the buttonholes on the wrong side. I think that's what it means. So I will be doing my own thing with buttons. You know, you don't have to unbutton it, and I'll make it work. But as it was going along, I was like, I don't get how this is going to work. So I must have had some idea of which was the right side and which was the wrong side, because according to this, the buttonholes go on the right side. No, I put the buttonholes where she said, but she said it backwards. Starting at the front raglan sleeve at the end. Stitches will be picked up around the neckline, so the last 4 stitches will be in the back, which is what I did. And the yarn overs are on the right side, which I did. So, anyway, I think I did what she said. But I don't think I did what she did, unless she expected me to go, when I picked up my stitches, that she expected me to go around the back first. I went this way, and she does not specify that. Start at the front raglan seam by the left arm. When worn, stitches will be picked up around the neckline, so the last 4 stitches of the pickup overlap with the first 4 of the pickup. Whatever. I'm going to have to MacGyver this neckline, which was fine because I was picturing one or two kind of biggish, you know, bold buttons. I wasn't picturing putting in 5 little buttons. So I knew the buttonholes were not going to work for me anyway, so it doesn't even matter. So I will be MacGyvering it so that it looks something like this, and I will cover up those yarn over holes with buttons. Sew them up. It won't matter. I'll figure it out. But anyway, yeah. I think she's got it backwards, because unless she expected me to go around the back picking up my stitches. But it wouldn't be a natural movement for a right-handed knitter, which everything is written assuming you're knitting, you're not a left-handed knitter. The left-handed knitters of the world have to adjust in their head. So if I pick up at that seam, I'm gonna go naturally around the front and then the back. So I don't think I think I did what she said. I don't think I did what she meant. Either way, I will figure it out. And in fact, I didn't try it on last night after I did the collar. It's very possible that I might just close up those yarn overs and then and not put maybe not put any button and just have the collar look like this. That would be cute, and it would show a little more of the other color of yarn. Oh God. I've been talking for 12 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know that I've said hardly anything. And after I finished my book, which was not a long book, I picked up my wrap. And I'll show you where I am with my wrap. So I've done quite a bit on my wrap. I did put it down to work on this is the first time I've worked on it this year, because, you know, sweater. But here's the drawing, and this is where I am right now. So I've just started this long stretch where all three colors are all in. I think this stretch is like 20 inches. So I'm just at the beginning here. So this is, I've done this much. So I am more than a third of the way. I'm about a third. I'm about a third done, which I think is pretty good. I mean, when I started this, I imagined it was going to take me a year. But I got the rhythm of the double stitch, whatever. I can never think of it. Anyway, double knit stitch, and you can kind of see this little line. That's where I gathered it together and got it going and went back and whatever. It is not perfect by any stretch, but it'll block out. But that'll be okay. I will love wearing this. I am picturing myself on a cruise wearing this, I'll tell you the truth. But the reality is it's going to be quite a while before I feel comfortable enough to go on a cruise. Cruise ships feel like little incubator petri dishes these days. So I don't know when I'll be on a cruise, but I'll be someplace. I'll be someplace wanting to feel fancy. And that'll make me feel fancy. So anyway, I'm wearing my beautiful Close to Me from my gorgeous Dublin yarn that Lisa gave me. And I'm wearing my sweater with the nice buttons. And I'm going to put some, even if I leave that collar open, I'm going to put a button on it. I might just stitch it up a little bit and then, you know. Well, you'll see what I do because I'm going to do it relatively soon. I will be starting on the sleeves today. And that will be fun. I'm trying to picture the logistics of the sleeves and whether I want the sleeves to kind of match each other a little bit or not. They definitely aren't going to match the body, but just thinking about how different I want them. And I am thinking I might do them simultaneously, and maybe alternate the stripes, do one stripe on one sleeve, and then take that yarn and, you know, well, I could make them the same if I did that one sleeve and then just take that yarn and do the other sleeve. But I was thinking of you know, one yarn on one sleeve, another yarn on the other sleeve, and then switch them so that their stripes, they would have the same colors, but they wouldn't be in exactly the same order. I was also thinking of just like doing one sleeve and figuring out how wide I want the stripes. They're going to probably be analogous to the stripes on the width of the stripes on the sweater body part. And then, you know, when I get to that length, stop with the yarn and put it in a bag and say, this is the sleeve yarn, and then use the same yarns, not in the same order, on the other sleeve. They won't necessarily be the same width of stripe either. I stopped when I was doing the body. If I got tired of a color, I just stopped and put another color in. I didn't like use up the whole mini or anything like that. So I have colors from the body. Some of them I used up, some of them I didn't. So I have some colors from the body that I will be incorporating into the sleeve so that there will be some continuity between the two, but they won't match. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out if I care either way. You know, I might not like it if they're the same. I'm tending to like the idea of using the same yarns, but not, you know, so I think I'll just do one sleeve. I had to start a new mohair in the middle of the collar, so I don't have 2 full skeins of the mohair. So I will continue using the mohair that I've started on the one sleeve and see how it goes. I can't believe I won't be able to get a sleeve out of a skein of that mohair, but if I don't, then I'll know I need to stop and do a 3/4 sleeve. Those are the big decisions around here these days. We had a lovely evening. I was knitting on my collar and Dennis was reading, and we had music on, and Dennis built me a fire. It was a really lovely evening. We listened to music, classical music, and I've never spent much time listening to classical music, and it was really enjoyable. And then I finished my collar, and I was like, I don't really feel like starting a sleeve. And it was relatively early. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I guess I didn't have a fire yet. I decided to read. So I started reading, and I said to Dennis, we're going to read and listen to music. We should have a fire. He's like, oh yeah, we should. So we had a fire. We sat there and I read my book. And it was nice. Just a quiet evening at home with Bach, Beethoven, and Mozart. And a fire. I think that's a first for us. 28 years of marriage. Yeah, 28 and a half. So that's fun. And we enjoyed it. And then I felt like I'd been sitting too long, so I went and cleaned my bathroom. Very random. But that felt good too. So that's the whole day. You just heard the whole day. We walked the dog. It was 41 degrees. So I have a new color. Crushed berries. So I have a new color for my book for yesterday, crushed berries. We'll see how today is. It's supposed to have flurries, snow flurries today, and that would be fun. It's not supposed to really accumulate, but it's always fun to watch it come down. Dennis has this idea. He wants to bundle up and sit on the deck and drink wine while it snows on us. Hey, I'm a knitter. I can be warm. Yeah, it works for me. I have ski pants I can put on, and I have lots of warm knits. I can do that for sure. So we may be sitting. Maybe I'll take a picture of us if we do that. Oh, anyway. But right now it's just overcast and gloomy. But otherwise, fine. So, Danielle teases me, and she said, I told Ed that you say goodbye and then you don't leave for 9 minutes. So I'm leery about telling you that I guess I'm done. Because, you know, and when she said that, it made me think that I might be that person that stays on the phone too long and that people have to say, I'll let you go. I guess that is me. I'll let you go. Something to work on this year. Well, make more phone calls so that you don't feel like you have to be on the phone a long time when you finally do. You know, if you call somebody once every couple weeks, you don't have to, like, talk quite so long. My brother called yesterday. He's setting up an iPad for my parents as a Christmas gift from my sister. And it's going to have a link to my channel. So just in case, hi Mama, Dad. Just in case you're watching this. I don't think they would get to the end of this though, because they don't really care about knitting. But anyway, so, but he put Skype on there, so I Skyped with their tablet with him. So we'll see if there's a little bit of a better way to communicate with them. And that would be good. So that was fun. Not a long conversation. John didn't say, I'll let you go. But that would be fun if the parents could Skype with people. So, I'll let you go. I'll edit this and try to figure out what the heck I talked about for 23 and a half minutes. It's getting long now, 285 vlogs or something like that. I'm close to that number. So I'm missing you guys. So I talk too much. But I'll talk to you tomorrow again. And I'll tell you what color my book is going to be for tomorrow. Or for today, after we walk our dog. So please take care of yourselves. Stay safe.